Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a man with us that is from a long ways from here. He's from London, actually. I finally got that out. He's from London, ladies and gentlemen. He's not only a comedy magician, but he's very, very adept with a deck of playing cards. Would you please greet Mr. Nick Lewin?
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Beautiful. Well, there's the deck of cards that I'm going to be using, and I've got everyone gathered around here, but I have two assistants in particular. One on this side. May I ask you your first name, please? Marilyn. And may I ask you your first name, please? Cecile. And Cecile. Well, Marilyn and Cecile are going to be my magician's assistants for about the next, 6, 7 minutes. And we're going to start off. You look like a gambler. Are you a gambler? No, a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I'll show you what we're going to do. I've got some cards here. We're going to give them a shuffle. And I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite suit, Marilyn? Of all the suits. Clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds. Okay, watch closely if you would, because I'm going to give the cards a cut. And we're going to turn over a card, one card. The ace of diamonds. Now, I'm going to find a few other cards to go with that. Let me give the cards another cut here. I'm going to do this quick fire, and you're going to do the rest of the work for me at the end. So let me show you what I do. One cut there, one there. That's how I find the next ace. The ace of clubs. The next one is found with one cut through to there, and that's how we find the ace of hearts. Now, I've done this a few times here, and what I would like to do is to have the next card found by you, if you would. I'm going to give these cards a cut. Would you point at one of those piles for me, if you would? That will keep your finger on top of the pile for the moment. That's great. Let me turn over the others. I'm really glad you didn't choose either the other piles. May I turn over this central one here? That's where we find the last ace. The ace. I can tell you're a gambler. Let me put these over here. Collect up the rest. Now, what I should do, I'm going to put these on the floor and show you. These isn't a trick. This isn't a TV magic deck. They didn't arrive for Christmas. The real McCoy, one in each of every card in the pack. We've got the aces on the table. Next, we're going to have a card selected. Now, I wonder if you would do me one favor. As I go through these cards, I'm going to ask you to take out one card from the pack, if you would. Reach in, pull out, grab out a card, if you would. Pull it out, look at it. Would you hold it up to the camera so everyone can see it there? All right. I'm going to turn the aces over here on the table, and I'm going to take it back just one moment here. Let me show you one last. Now, if I told you what that card was, it wouldn't be a very good trick, because I might have seen it on the monitor, to be quite honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use these aces, and I'm going to worry about the suits one at a time. Now, your card could have been a club, a diamond, a spade, or a heart. Now, I think your card was a spade. Am I correct? That's right. Watch very, very closely. Don't take your eyes off my hands, because what I'm going to do is cause that ace of spades to vanish, just like that. Well, not actually vanish, but change into another card. Now, the trick isn't over yet. Let me show you again, because I'm going to put that king down there on the table. That will leave me now with just the heart, the diamond, and the club. Watch closely. The next one to go is going to be the diamond. The diamond goes just like that. That's how we get rid of the diamond. And that can't be right. That would leave an extra king of spades. Let me put the king of spades down there, and that will lead me through now with just the club and the heart. The club and the heart. Now watch, the club and the heart. The club. Oh, that can't be right. Let me start through again. I'm going to put the king of spades down here, and with one card only, I can't cheat. Well, maybe just a little. I'll tell you what, I will put this one here. And the way to keep track of these cards really easily is to just watch the one card that you're interested in. Now, the one that I want you to watch there is the king of spades. So watch it closely. I'm going to leave it sticking out like that amongst the aces. Now, if it's sticking out that far, you couldn't mistake it for, say, another ace. That would definitely be cheating, because when I work quite fairly with just 4 cards just before ace. I can see you still work. I'll show you again. The one that you... Watch the ace of clubs. I'll do this one face up for you. I'm going to take the card there. All we do is we give it a rub and a shake. And it changes just like that. Now, had I done it face down, it would have looked a little bit different. I would have just done it like that. But then I would really have had to have cheated, because instead of just using one king of spades, I would have had to have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 king of spades. The quickest thing in magic is the way that king of spades changes to an ace of clubs. And if you miss that, well, you may just have missed the other ones changing back too, because we're right back where we started with just the... You look a little... Let me show you one, love. I can see it. Maybe I should show you here for one. There's the ace of clubs facing back. There is the ace of hearts, face and back. There is the ace of diamonds, and finally, the ace of spades. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread them out, and with one wave of the hand, in the very center, we find the king. But you still look like you don't. I can tell you don't trust me. I'll give you one last chance. I'll show you them through in order. Remember the orders we go through. There's a diamond, then we have the heart, then we have the club, and then after that we have the spade. So it's spade, club, diamond, heart. Watch them closely, and remember the position of that king. The king is face up amongst the 4 face-down aces, just like that. So all we do with a little king's face where the aces' backs are, but if I were to give them that one shake, we now find we've got just the 4 aces. But to bring it back, we use that same move. Oh, that should really have been a king. Well, I'll tell you, if that one isn't the king, how about if we ended up with 1 ace face up amongst 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I'll leave those there on the table for a moment. And what I'm going to do now is very simple. I'm going to let you pull out a card, and I'm going to be very honest and fair. There they are. Pull out any one. All right, that's great. The Jack of Hearts. Now, I'm going to ask you to write on it. Why don't you pull out one that isn't a picture card? That might make it a little easier to see back at home there. No other reason than just that. Scroll your name right across the face, if you would. Big, bold letters so they can see it. That's beautiful. Let me show that to everybody at home. There it is, the 3 of diamonds, and it's been signed with the signature. That makes it really easy. So here's what we're going to do. If I asked you to, do you think you could find that card for me? Maybe a little bit? All right, here's what I'd like you to do. If you would just shuffle the cards once. That's great. Whenever you're happy, rest them on the table. That's fine. Put them down. Cut the cards once, if you would. Now, which pile should we use? That one there or that one there? That one there? Would you turn that card face up and tell me if that really is the signed card? Is that the... Oh, hey, we have a problem. Wait a minute, let me... Oh. Wait a minute. Well, you know what we should have done? We should have checked. 51 cards. No good. An incomplete deck. I'm going to give you that for a souvenir, but one second. I hate to give you an incomplete deck, so I make sure things are pretty fair. Inside my wallet, there's a little zipper there. Would you just unzip the wallet for me? And let me show you what's inside here. Rest it on the table. We find there is an envelope. And inside that envelope is something of interest. And it's got a sealing wax on the top, makes it kind of unusual if I turn it around. In fact, if I shake it, you can probably hear. Watch closely. I'm going to tear it open. And inside, one thing. That one card, the 3 of diamonds, your signature across the face. Thank you very much indeed. Now give me that for a souvenir. Thank you. All right. Thank you for your help.